What's going on YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I'm bringing you guys a battle up against Arcanine. I hope I'm saying that name correctly, my man. But anyway, he's going out with Gramble, Snorlax, Weavile, Porygon 2, and the Manectric. Very interesting team, very unique team. You don't hardly see too many of these Pokemon running around, especially the Porygon 2. Because there's no Levitate. So I'm kind of curious to see why he's running this. We're still rocking out with this Blame Truth team. So if you guys are interested about just a little bit of the YouTube past, this is a team that was ran about 11 years ago. I'm trying to make it work in today's meta. Last episode we got hacks to death. Like I can't even blame the team on that. We just got hacked to death. And in my practice battles too, it's been hacks to death. Like I have not been having the best of luck. Hopefully we can change that in today's episode though against Arcanine. Like I said, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sure it's a reference to something, or maybe you have a YouTube channel or something. I don't know. But let's get into this battle. It starts off with Weavile, as I start off with Jolteon. Jolteon I have found to be a pretty decent lead because it allows me to vote switch into basically whoever I need for a certain situation. Like if I wanted to vote switch right now, I could go into Gyarados actually and get the Intimidate off. And I also break Focus Sash on this Weavile too. So it's kind of just like a nice little double edge. Hey, this is the play I want to do. So now you gotta deal with it. If he decides a hard switch, I get a nice little switch initiative as well. So the momentum always stays on my side by making this play. The only way I think how he could counter it is if he went for like Swords Dance. But even then, you're not benefiting too much out of just one Swords Dance, because if I go into Gyarados, you're only going to have like +1. So very interesting. Yeah, there's the hard switch like I was saying. Into the Manectric, that's probably the right play because it does have Volt Absorb or Lightning Rod, and I did not account for that. And usually early on, a lot of the older YouTubers didn't overpredict early, so I'm trying to keep that mentality as well. Try not to overpredict too early until it becomes a necessary prediction. Like right now, hey, he's a +1 Manectric. The best option for me is to go into Blissey, just a wallet. And he goes for the Thunder, and shocking enough, he actually misses. To me, that's surprising because it seems like everyone but me has had the best accuracy with everything. You know, he hits this Thunder, and that does a big chunk to Blissey. He actually gets a paralyzation on my Blissey. Like I said, I've had the worst luck with hacks ever with this team. I don't know what it is with this team. It must be calling out the hacks. It must have insulted the hacks gods. I don't know what, but Blame Truth, if you've done something to the hacks gods with this team, you need to let me know, man. I doubt he's watching. I'm gonna go into Jolteon though. We do have the Volt Absorb, and I can actually take your Thunder, and I can throw a Shadow Ball your way. Like there's no problem there for me. Let me just go ahead and give you that fancy Shadow Ball. I'm expecting maybe an Overheat, or just a hard switch. That's definitely fine with me too. Porygon 2 coming out. Now he might be thinking, because he has not seen no damage at all, that he might be thinking that this is a choiced Jolteon, and I'm going to keep it that way for right now. I kind of want him to keep that mindset that this is a choice Scarfed or a choice Specs Jolteon, and he's just walling the crap out of it right now. So knowing that he's probably going to be predicting the switch, Psychic or Tri Attack is probably coming our way. Let's go into Cresselia. It gives me a great opportunity just to set up some screens, and that's something I think that we need. We need these screen supports really badly, and this will help me stall out some Trick Room turns. As I'm a true believer that Trick Room is not as good in singles as it is in VGC, because now he has a hard switch into something, right? Well, that's one turn of Trick Room wasted. You go into like a Slow King, so yeah, he's gonna be super fast, but he probably cannot break my Cresselia. My Cresselia, especially after this light screen, we're probably at more of an advantage than him. The reason why I like Tailwind a lot better in singles over Trick Room is Trick Room benefits me and the opponent, right? Where Tailwind only benefits me. So if I have a slower Pokemon than the Slow King, I can actually outspeed the Slow King. And there's nothing our opponent can do until wait till their own Trick Room ends to outspeed me. Snorlax comes out. Now I went ahead and let Cresselia become Sleep Powder, because it practically did its job. It got both screens set up, and I'm okay with letting it go to sleep right here. And get a nice little decent chip on that Snorlax, revealing that the Snorlax is leftovers too, meaning it's probably a cursed Snorlax versus a Belly Drum Snorlax, which is already a lot less threatening. Now I can go out to Breloom here. Cresselia is asleep. He's hard switching that Snorlax. He wants that Breloom to come in. He is predicting this Breloom. Little does he know. 1, our Breloom is Choice Scarf. 2, most Breloom carry Mach Punch. So we should easily outspeed this Weavile, even though we don't have the Mach Punch, because we are Choice Scarfed. Twist Dimensions have ended, so this is not a favorable matchup for you, man. This is not a favorable matchup at all. I'm predicting the switch, but I'm just going for Force Palm anyway because it's stabbed. And it can paralyze something. And I'm okay with that. Let's hit this Granbull for minimum damage. Chance for paralyzation? Okay. I'm fine with that. Yes, sure, you intimidate me. I'm planning on switching out anyway, so that's fine. No paralyzation. Hey, we ran the chance. Let's see. We could go out to Gyarados. Choice Banded probably hits like a truck. And I'm okay with that right now. We'll go out to Gyarados, get the Intimidate off. We had the Choice Band on this thing. We can just throw a big waterfall his way, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage to anybody on his team. He ain't going to want to stay in with an Intimidated Granbull. Play rough. That's fine. That did like no damage. So now we know you're going to be switching. I'm going to go for my Stab Waterfall, and we're going to try and pick up a KO. We have Stealth Rocks on our side. He actually stays in. Maybe having Thunder Punch? We'll see. Citrus Berry. One more. Did we get the flinch, please? Roar. He stayed in just to roar my Gyarados. You didn't even deal with the Gyarados. And that's perfectly fine by me, you bringing in my Jolteon. Predicting the Manectric, I'm going to go Shadow Ball. Predicting the Manectric, I'm going to go Shadow Ball here. He's going to be switching into something. It's either Porygon or Manectric. Here's the Manectric. Fantastic stuff. And right here, we're going to be revealing that we are actually Life Orb. And I think that's okay, revealing that right here, because we're doing some really good damage. Light screen has wore off. He doesn't want that Manectric to die, does he? I'm going to go for Volt Switch on the off chance that he switches into Porygon 2. Take the Shadow Ball, which he does. Fantastic. Things are coming in our way. We're finally kind of feeling that momentum in our favor. You know, we're starting to be able to read this guy a little bit. He's getting the down low boost on the attack. Fantastic. That's what you want to see. Nice little Vote Switch there. He does have a berry. Is it citrus? Very interesting, because I'm used to seeing a Violet on Porygon 2, so Citrus is definitely something. In this situation, I'm so used to Porygon 2 being bulky. This one cannot be that as bulky as the ones I normally play up against. So, Choice Banded Gyarados should be able to wreck house in this situation. He's gonna go into the Granbull. Like, we can predict that, right? There's not much of a reason though for us not to go for the Waterfall anyway. He didn't actually go into Granbull. Okay, that's fine. Flinch. He actually still is very bulky. Wow. He took that Choice Banded Waterfall and was able to get a second Trick Room off. Potentially Thunderbolting here. I'm going to go into Jolteon just to eat it, basically. Let's see, recover, and that's fine. Let's see. This is one of those tricky situations because I don't necessarily know if Manectric will be coming in here or not. Like, I feel like if I click Vote Switch, Manectric's going to come in. If I click Shadow Ball, Porygon's just going to stay. So, this is like a rock, paper, scissors kind of moment. Let's go. Rock, paper. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. Let's go Shadow Ball. Like I said, he would stay in. I could have Vote Switched. Just got some decent damage. That's fine. I'm gonna go Shadow Ball again. Like, he's gonna predict me to go for the electric attack, right? No, man. At least I'm wasting some Trick Room turns. At least I'm wasting some Trick Room turns here. I'm gonna go Vote Switch now. This is when he goes into Manectric, by the way. Okay, he didn't though. He didn't go into Manectric. Jolteon has eaten a lot of damage though. Jolteon has eaten a lot of damage. And Levitate Life Orb, we're sitting at 20 HP. He has Stealth Rock set up too. That's not good. That's not good. We can go into Breloom here. I'm assuming he's almost out of Trick Room. Like right there. No more Trick Room. I got Force Palm. We're Choice Scarfed. You gonna stay in? I mean, if you switch, you're potentially gonna lose something. Like, it'll be a 2-hit KO maybe on that Granbull. We'll see. Here it is. Yeah, it's about half HP. Let's see. How much are we doing after Intimidate? I mean, that's probably the best switch he's got, so. Chance of paralyzation again, though. We're going for it, obviously. Still didn't get the paralyzation. I'm going to switch because I didn't do as much damage as I wanted. We'll go into Cresselia. Cresselia isn't bad here. Remember, Cresselia was basically our sleep fodder, but if I can get some screens back up, that wouldn't be too bad. Not gonna lie, that wouldn't be too bad at all. Cresselia should be able to eat some of these attacks too. That Granbull is acting very bulky. Like, it's not very offensive at all. Weavile comes out. That's definitely gonna be threatening to Cresselia for sure. Don't really have that greatest switch for a Weavile either, unfortunately. Cresselia is still fast asleep. Best thing for me to do is actually Lunar Dance in case, on the off chance I do survive a Weavile attack and I wake up. I can Lunar Dance, let Cresselia go down, and then pass it off to Jolteon. Jolteon will then be at full health again. So we have to hope. Okay, great. Wake up. Nope. So it looks like we're going to go let Cresselia go down. Is that the play? Because it is technically our sleep fodder. When keeping it alive probably isn't the worst thing ever. I think we go into Breloom here. He's just going to go with Night Slash. We resist that with Breloom. I mean, it's a little risky because he could definitely switch his attack up and go for the ice attack. But he didn't. That still did quite a bit of damage. Now, he shouldn't be willing to fight. He should be switching, right? Probably back into that Granbull. I'm gonna go Seabone. Because on the Stealth Rocks, and just been being tumbled around. You know, we've been doing a bunch of damage to it here and there. Our C-Bomb should be able to knock this thing out, even though we are intimidated. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic, actually. And I mean, I still don't believe we have showed that we are Choice Scarfed. He could assume that though, knowing that we went for Force Palm instead of Mach Punch. But I don't know if he fully knows that. At the range and health that Manectric's at, I'm staying with my Breloom and going for C-Bomb again. Yes, sure, I'm intimidated, so what? I still think I can take you out from that range that you're sitting at, so I'll go ahead and throw some seeds at you, and I'm correct. So Breloom coming in. And finally, we were finally able to get some KOs on the board. It's been a while since, well, those were the first 2 KOs of the game. We're both playing very, very conservative, actually. Trying to keep our Pokemon alive. Snorlax comes out, and I know why that Snorlax is there. He's trying to set up Trick Room so he can send that Snorlax in. He's already kind of revealed his strategy with that. Set the Trick Room up, send the Snorlax in, and trying to wreck house while the Trick Room is set up. And you know what? That's actually not too bad of a strategy, but I'm going to save the Breloom in this situation though, because Breloom is definitely going to be useful. Going into Cresselia, basically just fodder. Special Snorlax. Never thought I'd see the day I'd be going against a special Snorlax. Actually, that's probably wrong. That's I could see a special Snorlax kind of working. It catches people off guard. Cresselia might be able to outspeed here, and if we wake up and get our Lunar Dance off, Jolteon's back at full health. Or Snorlax just switches. Put out Weavile, okay. Get some more Stealth Rocks, please. And Cresselia, you have to wake up here, by the way, buddy. Come on. You have to wake up here. Cresselia's still asleep. I'm just going to let Cresselia go down at this point. Ice Shard might not pick up a KO. It does. Critical hit. I don't know if that would KO actually. If it didn't crit me. Wow, he was really worried about that Breloom. Unfortunately, I'm going to Blastoise. Blastoise can definitely handle this Levitate at the range that it's at. No reason not. I mean, we're Choice Scarf. The only way he can actually hit us is with Ice Shard, if we go for Scald here. But you're not going to expect Blastoise to outspeed anything. And then whenever you realize, oh crap, that's Scarf, it's already caught you off guard. It's already done it's already did its damage. He knew something was up though, because he's going straight into that Slowking. And Slowking eat my Scald like it's nothing, but it did get burned. It did get burned, so that's always a plus. What would you do in this situation? You might go for Psychic. That might be the best play he got, actually. And if that's the case, going into Blissey is just going to be the smartest thing. I mean, if he goes for Scald or Thunder too, Blissey is still the better option. Or Flamethrower. I don't think Slowking gets Thunder. Yawn. Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not too worried about Blissey going to sleep because Blissey really hasn't done all that much other than setting up Stealth Rocks. You know, I mean, Blissey really hasn't done the most. We can soft boil up this turn just to see what he wants to do to us. He might try and set up Trick Room or something. I could definitely see that coming right now. Trick Room, there it is. Negative priority attack always goes last. Unless being copycatted in VGC, and then it goes first, which is very interesting. Then that becomes very, very interesting. But nonetheless, there shouldn't be no reason, because I mean, we're on timer. I should just keep Blissey in. I know it's kind of boring, but he's the one that's losing. He's the one that has to play the game right now. We're already winning. We're winning. It's down to timer. We'll just let it play out. Basically, I mean, we're winning. His Snorlax apparently is special, is what we learned. So that Snorlax really isn't going to be threatening our Blissey. Let's see what that Snorlax wants to do to Blissey. Are you... Oh, so you're a mixed Snorlax. Hammer Arm. Lowering your speed. I actually kind of like that. Still didn't do all that much damage. Predicting the Hammer Arm at this point, because I mean obviously you want to take out the Blissey. We can actually play a little bit reactive here, knowing because Blissey's so annoying, right? I mean, people are just going to want to take it out. Who do we go into? We go into Gyarados. Intimidate this thing. He's going to do less damage that way. If he's predicting this Gyarados and goes for like a Thunderbolt, kudos to him, is all I can say. Kudos to you. Giga Impact. I mean, it's -1, but that's how you end the game, folks. Off on a Giga Impact. Okay, okay. Now your Snorlax, I believe Giga Impact makes it where you have to recharge. We'll just go Waterfall. Yeah, he has to recharge. So that's very interesting to see on a Trick Room Snorlax. Anyway, it's down to timer. Let's see who won. I think we have to select our move, but it should be us. You defeated. Yep, we win. Alright guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.